I got a message. Make sure you do a video this morning. So, under duress, I'm doing it. I'll talk about the situation that's going to make me watch. Well, I need to get a link first of all. Try and get a link to watch the game from the hospital here in Spain that are absolutely fabulous. But I'm not going to talk about that just now because they'll just collapse and the video will last about a minute. So we'll talk about that at the end and I'll give you all an update. And thank you to everyone. I did have a lot of videos planned yesterday. I had a shitload of videos planned yesterday. It was going to be an enjoyable day, but none of them got recorded. And anyway, it's all about the Scottish Cup final. The sun is breaking the sky here this morning. It is a beautiful day. Celtic predicted lineup will be 4-3-3 as always. As always, Joe Hart will start. No, it's not as always, but this will be Joe Hart's last game for Celtic. Joe Hart will want to go out on a high. Brendan Rodgers has rotated the team quite a lot this season under duress by him. The fact that he didn't want to play some people, but he's had to. And he's had to deal with a lot this season. It's been a season that if we do win the double today, it will go down as a fantastic, absolutely fantastic end to the season. But it does paper over some of the cracks that we've had this season, and there's been quite a lot of them. Over the last few years, people have been saying that we need a goalkeeper. Joe Hart decided this year that he would call time. With the speculation, would he sign a new contract or would he not sign a new contract? Celtic haven't been here for 3 years. He decided, no, I want to go out on a high. And since then, Joe Hart's played absolutely fantastic. And people are saying, no, let him stay. It's not. Joe's going out on a high and he wants to go out on a high. He was aiming for one more trophy in his professional career, and it's been a fantastic career. Let's not beat about the bush. You never thought you would have a 75 capped England player play for Celtic. Not on a month of Sundays would you have thought that, especially, yeah. But anyway, we move on. Joe Presence. I told you this is going to happen today. Joe Hart will be in goals. The lineup will be 4-3-3. The defence will be as normal, as you would expect. Scales, Carter, Vickers. I mean, we all know what the team will be. It will be the strongest team possible. The team that's done so well over the last couple of weeks. And let's face it, they will have a go today, but who cares? Callum McGregor puts his trust in the process as he knows what it takes to get over the line. And it'll be an inspirational, motivational speech that he will give in the huddle. Or will it just be much of the same? Callum says he's not a superstitious type. I am. And when you go to games, a lot of I always had a routine that I went through. And I'm going through it this morning just to make sure that we still do it. But Callum McGregor trusts the process that Celtic have, and it is a fantastic process. It has made sure that there's been a continuation of that same process since Scott Brown was captain. When you think about it, right? Callum McGregor is going for his 22nd trophy. He's got 21 trophies over the last 10 years. 21 trophies in 10 years. Jamesy Forrest. Jamesy Forrest must be sitting on more than them because he's been around a lot longer. But when you're captain of the club, the way that Callum is, and when you've came through the youth system like Callum did, and he knows what it takes. And he said in an interview, he says, look, Celtic have basically become the ultimate footballing machine as far as he's concerned. He says, churning out appearance after appearance, he has become a football machine himself. He says, over the last 10 years, I've got my hand on 21 trophies. He's never lost a cup final. When you think about that. We did lose to Rangers in the cup a few years back, quite a good few years back now. But Celtic have been just absolutely dominant. And I'm saying that that's going to happen today again. It will be hard. The first 20 minutes of the game is probably going to be a free-for-all unless Celtic do what they've done in recent times against them. The Dice Myra goal, 35 seconds or something, 37 seconds into the game. Fantastic to just settle the nerves. But we drew that game. We did draw that game. And a draw cannot be done today. And let's just hope it doesn't go to penalties. Let's hope it doesn't go to penalties because I don't want to see Joe Hart taking a penalty today. Oh, could you imagine it? I don't even want to think about that. My head's going to be burst enough as it is today. Could you imagine the tension if it goes down to Joe Hart taking a penalty and Joe Hart scores the penalty to win Celtic the cup? Oh my goodness. Could you imagine? In fact, no, let's just win it in the 90 minutes. Let's just win it in the 90 minutes and get it done and dusted. They will obviously think that they have a chance. I seen that there was a poll online yesterday where they asked one of the big sports media shows asked who would win the Scottish Cup final. Would it be Celtic or Rangers? And 70%, which probably means that a lot of them, their lot probably didn't vote and they didn't think that they should even bother even turning up. But they will turn up in their thousands today, around about 20 odd thousand. Rangers fans and Celtic fans will make their way to Hampden Park. It'll be a fun atmosphere. It will be a fun atmosphere. Obviously, the Celtic fans are going in numbers. They're making the march from Glasgow Green at 12:30 today and walking up to Hampden, all in the hoops, which will be a fantastic sight. And I've had a few messages saying that people will try and get me videos for that. That would be fantastic if they do. There's one story that is kicking about this morning that Frank McAvenny's been talking, and you know what Big Mac is like. Celtic sold a player for 13.5 million, and he went to Brentford. Yes, he went to Brentford. He's featured for Brentford, but it's been suggested that Christopher Ayer. No, let's just put that there. No, I'm not up. But this nonsense for people wanting ex-players to come back to the club. It's not the Celtic way, and I don't know where people get this kind of thing coming from. He's heard that Christopher Ayer will come back to Celtic this summer. No, he won't. No, he won't. It's not the Celtic way to go back and get players. I mean, it's not this. You just need to look at the business model, and it's why we're going to change the business model to then go back for players that we're not going to be able to sell on again. And this is why the demands of this nonsense that gets put out there by quite a lot of the media. I mean, quite a lot of the media are doing it, saying that Celtic, he's going to come back. Last year, it was all about Kieran Tierney. Kieran Tierney was coming back to Celtic. He's going out on loan. Arsenal's putting him on loan. He's coming to Celtic. No, he wasn't. We all knew that what happened. And I think it's the same with Christopher Ayer. I think it'd be a step backwards. Is he better than Liam Scales? People will probably say yes, he is, because Liam Scales isn't a £13 million player. But Celtic wouldn't be able to make money off a Christopher Ayer as long as my day is dawning. They know where I'm going today. Anyway, there's no chance of that happening. Another Celtic headlines today. It is all about the fact there's a lot of 67 headlines out. People asking, will Adam Ida be bought for $5 million? Neil Lennon says that Celtic are too good and claim that Rangers can't cope. Spooked Hero shoots down Hampden question. It's coming to an end. Clement on course for disaster, reckons Hoops Hero, is just some of the headlines that are out there this morning. And there's quite a lot of stories kicking around online remembering 1967. Well, the romance of 1967 needs to be put to bed today because the current crop of Celtic players have it all to do themselves in the Scottish Cup. And that, for them, is their 67 moment. People could say you're talking pish baz. 67 can never be replaced. And today, these players will think that they are winning their own 67. It is as simple as that. Winning the Scottish Cup will be an absolutely fantastic achievement for these players today, especially for the ones that are leaving Celtic this summer. Anyway, on that note, I'll give you a little update on what happened this week. So, the start of the week, going back to last weekend, we thought that the missus had a chest infection. So she didn't come to the pub to watch the game last weekend. And people were asking last weekend, where are you going to watch the cup final? And I said I didn't know. There was 2 or 3 pubs have asked me, would you come in here? You coming here? You coming? And even last weekend I said I wasn't sure. And something I must have known. I must have known something wasn't right. So anyway, Monday this week, we went to a private doctor because it was going to be quicker. And he thought it might be a chest infection, so she obviously got antibiotics and such like for a chest infection. It turns out it wasn't a chest infection. And Friday morning, we went to the doctors and they said go straight to the hospital. And they rushed her in and gave her an emergency operation for her gallbladder. Now she's also got a heart issue and fluid on her lungs. So yeah, it's been a bit of a hard day. So on that note, I'll probably be watching the game by her bedside in the hospital today, where I should be.